Good evening, Grenadier fans. Welcome to Elk Grove, Illinois, where Friday night lights are finally back. The Grens are hosting the Hawks from Hoffman Estates for the first home game of the year. John, Elk Grove has a lot of new faces down there. Most importantly, a new head coach and a new QB. What do you expect to see in their second game of the year?
Well, I see a lot of names on the roster that I remembered calling last year. Margarano with a short kick. The last time I was in the stadium was a state playoff series. Hoffman Estates versus Elk Grove was a great game. I really felt like whoever had the ball last would win, and Hoffman did have that. But back to your opening statement, Danny O'Donnell is a longtime resident, great athlete, alumni here, very well known in the community, and a younger guy. And I look at his coaching staff, and it looks like he's pairing coaches with his same personality. You know, jovial, gets along with the students, but has standards.
Absolutely. And like you just said, Elk Grove should definitely have this one circled because the Hawks did eliminate them from the playoffs last year. So we are back and underway, and the first play of the game for Hoffman Estates is a screen pass to the outside, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds after a 13-yard gain. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening on the first home game. He's John Walls, and I'm Chris Randall, and we are just south of Arlington Heights Road, where Elk Grove's wearing their camo jerseys, black helmets, white bottoms. Hoffman Estates, and they're all orange, royal blue helmets, and Nate Cleveland under center, a junior, for the Hawks of Hoffman Estates.
Cleveland's a big kid back there.
That's an offside, yep. And that will be a 1st and 5. Hoffman Estate's on the move very early here.
Well, I thought with that whole side of the line, that must have been a nice hard count because the whole right side of the D-line moved at the same time.
All jumped. So Gren's coming off a 14-12 loss last week against Hillcrest. They were away. But the biggest story in that one was 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and a fumble for loss, and 1 for 9 on 3rd down. So got to be a little more protective of the ball this evening if they want to win against a big Hoffman Estates team.
I'm sure that was the theme all week in practice.
Cleveland fake hands off it up the middle. It's going to be about a gain of 5 yards. He may have the first here. If not, it's going to be 2nd and short, and it looks like it will be 2nd and 1.
Hoffman's getting chunks. First 3 plays are chunks, 3 to 4 yards each.
Yes, and offsides does not help at all either.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I may see that I saw from last week to this week, or from last year to this year, is Elk Grove on the offensive side of the ball maybe having more of an air raid type offense instead of going with the rush. As a wide open pass to number 2, Matt Lawson, he's going to be just shy of the 10-yard line down to the 11 for a gain of 25.
Pass was behind him a little bit. It's not a criticism. It's a nice play, but if he catches him in stride, he is absolutely gone into the end zone.
Absolutely. That's going to be a gain of 27. My apologies. So 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Clock now runs. Cleveland hands the ball off up the middle. Not going to get there. He's still trying to turn his legs. Whistle finally not blown dead. And they're going to call this a touchdown by Quincy Williams. Rushing touchdown. Hoffman Estates leads 6-0. And we're just a minute and 9 seconds into this one.
You know, I like him letting him play, but the referee did raise his hand in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got any support from his crew, so he put it down. I just hope none of the players, well, they're going to go on the whistle anyway, but.
Yeah. Stopped playing from that one. Maybe he was the only one that blew the whistle.
Yeah, who knows?
We'll see 26 for Hoffman Estates, Emmanuel Correa. About to kick the extra point. First one here this evening, and it's up. And good. 7-0 Hoffman Estates. Only took them a minute and 9 seconds. Now we're going to see one of the bigger changes of this Elk Grove offense. QB, no longer Mitch Jancic. We're going to have Danny Przastki under center.
You know, he's got, it looks to me, we're going to see here, but it looks to me like Elk Grove's offensive line's a little bit beefier this year, bigger, maybe stronger. And he's still got some quality receivers. Lucas Rogers has got to be all area at some point. This is his senior year. Dominic Belmonte can play.
And last week his favorite target was Dylan Berkowitz. 3 receptions, 36 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And I don't know how many times we called Dylan Berkowitz's name last year. So I think the offense might be a little more seasoned than the defense, but we'll see.
Possibly a lot of shootouts here for this Grenadiers team this year.
I hope so. They got a couple kids that are throwing the ball. Daryl Hunt is sidelined today, but he had a nice second half of the season last year.
And Correa standing above it at the 40-yard line, ready to kick this one away to the Grens to get their first possession of the night and first possession of on their home turf this year.
The wind has died down a little bit, but it's still going to be a factor. Hoffman kicking into the wind currently.
And that was a great kick. He got that one just about to the 7-yard line, and he's going to be brought down around the 23, and that's where Pastarski will take over.
Well, it didn't take long for Hoffman, so your guys either got to grind some time off, or let's just go down and score. So he just said Daryl Hunt on the return. I could have sworn I saw Daryl Hunt on the sidelines.
Yeah, I do see number 21, Daryl Hunt, right there.
Unless we got a jersey switch.
Maybe multiple 21s.
Well, if Daryl Hunt gets the ball a few times at running back, I'll know it was him. It's pretty legit running back.
Now it looks like right now Jeremiah Pickett, number 33, is in the backfield.
He was one of my favorite players to watch last year. I think he did a lot of defensive line actually
last year. And they're going to hand it off to him. He's going to run up the gut for the first one and maybe pick up 2 yards. It looks like they're going to mark him at the 25.
Yeah, so Pickett played defensive lineman last year, and it was fun to watch him because he didn't have the height, but his speed and power. I mean, he was moving guys twice his size, and then I think he got injured before that playoff series game.
Yeah, the last home game he did not participate either.
So I think he was injured for that playoff series game here at against Hoffman.
Oak Grove still working out of the shotgun as they did last year as well.
Lucas Rogers down by us here. He's got a nice cushion.
Yeah, nice little wide receiver screen right to him. Could go for a big play. Instead, they hand it off to Pickett. Pickett jukes around, and then he gets swarmed by about 7 Hoffman Estates Hawks. See how much he picked up there. It had to be a couple, though. I'm going to say 3rd and 4, and that's what it's going to be.
He's got the moves and the strength. We just got to find him a couple holes throughout the game. It's not going to happen every time, but
yeah. Elk Grove played from behind last week. They were down 12-0 before they even scored a touchdown. So this is not new territory for them on this very early year, as they're down 7-0. It's 3rd and 4. Could go run, could go pass. Pastorski has not thrown yet, and he's going to now. Looks on the outside, it's taken. He's going to try and scramble for it, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. We'll see if they give him the first down. It looks very close.
Real close.
And they're going to say 4th and 3, and we'll see if they'll punt it away.
That camo works because I never saw that second defender, even though he was wearing orange. I just didn't see him. I thought he could sneak out of like 3-4 more yards, and he just got popped.
Yeah, the defense of the Hawks have been flying so far, and it looks like they're going for it at the 30-yard line on their own sideline, unless they're going to try and jump him off. We'll see. Now he moved back, and he's going to punt this one away. Pastorski with a good kick on it. Fair catch is calling, and he will fall to the ground at the 32-yard line.
That's a real nice chunk of yardage on a like a squib.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, first time Pastorski did a fake clap, tried to catch the defense off, and then he scooted back about 3 yards and punted that one away. And now we'll see Nate Cleveland and the offense for the second time. Cleveland, the junior, for the Hawks.
Well, he's a pretty big kid, no question. And it looks like they might have some sort of bounce attack. I know it was only 4 plays, but
yeah, there was nothing downfield. Oh, there was a downfield that was passed a little behind him, but everything else has been handed off or screen passes. That one's handed off to Quincy Williams, and he's going to get about 6 yards possibly on that one. Make it 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. It will be 2nd and 5.
Pickett was out there on the defensive line. He's going both ways tonight.
Yep, and number 72, Brandon Mahia, limping off the field for Elk Grove. So Pickett's going right back out there as Mahia has limped off and headed right to the bench for the Grens.
It's funny, they got Pickett almost like as a nose guard this year. He's got to think he can use his speed. Aggressive player. I really like watching him.
And we're back pass. Cleveland's going to find a screen pass, and they're going to make something out of nothing. And he is going to still go on his feet and get taken down around the 35-yard line. That is Matt Lawson, who just made himself available for Cleveland after the bad snap.
And this assignment. I think defenders saw, like, middle linebacker, maybe a corner. They saw the ball in the air, got excited, and never took a look at who was going to release.
Cleveland made a fantastic play on the ball as he bobbled it once, caught it, and then found Lawson for a ginormous gain of about 25.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Elk Grove. 55's calling. Oh, we got a substitution. Line judge not happy about something. Standard ops. Might be jersey out of his.
Cleveland and Williams in the backfield. Another snap. Cleveland rolling out to the right near side pass.
Good hit.
And it is going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's going to fall. But, yeah, you said it. Cleveland got absolutely destroyed on that one, but he knew it was coming, and he delivered the ball on a strike for the Hawks.
Absolutely clean hit by
Berkowitz.
Berkowitz. Again, we've called his name 1,000 times. A split second earlier, and maybe it does something to the pass, but Hoffman's offense looks pretty good right now.
Yeah. That's first and goal at the 9. Williams turning his legs. He's going to be brought down around the 4, and it'll be second and goal at the 4. Quincy Williams going for his second rushing touchdown.
Yeah, Hoffman's wasting no time here.
And they hand it off to Williams again, run up the gut. He's going to be brought down maybe down at the 1-yard line, so a 4-yard pickup. It's going to be third and goal at the 1.
That was a good stop. That was a good stop, Elk Grove. You knew where the play was going. Now they're going to spread it out a little bit. Look out. Watch for Cleveland up the middle.
And right back, keeper, and touchdown is the call. A little RPO Wildcat
that made
action
total
there.
sense, right? Everybody's figuring that running back's going to get the ball again. Good play call.
And now 13-0, 2 rushing touchdowns for the Hawks. And Elk Grove finds themselves down by 13 with barely 5 minutes gone, not even 5 minutes gone in this first quarter.
Yeah, when you draw it up, I don't think Coach Danny O'Donnell thought that, but I know this coaching staff, I know most of them, actually all of them. They're not going to let these kids give up.
Correa up and good for point extra number 2, 14-0.
This year's coaching staff, I said Dan O'Donnell, assistant coaches, Shamir Shahir, I believe he just holdover from last year. Sean Milligan, Brian Lee, Chuck Moore, and Jeremy Carlson.
Cheerleaders are sponsoring that event. They're moving through the stands.
All right, well, Elk Grove about to come onto the field for their second offensive play or drive. You expect them to try and throw it a little more? I mean, 3 straight plays to pick it, and then
yeah, you got to mix it up a little bit. I mean, your best athlete on the field, bar none, is Lucas Rogers, your wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic Belmonte, good athlete.
Matt
You got to start
Martano.
getting the ball into your athlete's hands, one way or the other. Margarano, some good names out there.
We'll say, though, Elk Grove fans really showed up tonight as there's probably not an open seat in this side of the in the bleachers. And the Hoffman's fans came as well, as they're pretty full on that side.
Yep. Well, they got like 97,000 guys on the team. I mean, if they had one parent coming.
That's true. They do have a big team.
Yeah, that's a big school.
And Correa, his second boot. Last one was a good one. This one looks just as good. And he's going to be returnable down the far sideline. Makes a couple men miss. He's going to get taken down at the 30-yard line. This is where the drive ended last time. Let's see if now where it starts could go down the field a little bit.
Great run by Pickett. If he kind of, that was Pickett, right? 20? No.
I'm not sure if that was Nick Jimenez or Pickett.
I can't see with those unis, but if
Yeah, the numbers
he had
are
a juke,
tough.
and the Hoffman guy went to his knees and then just dove at him at his ankles, and it worked. He had about 10 more yards open field if he got past that.
Yeah. All right, second drive for Danny Pasterski and the offensive squad. Lucas Rogers here all alone, probably about 15 yards of room on this early side.
Yeah, they're begging you to throw it into the wind. It's a long throw, but
no handoff. They go to Lucas Rogers. Pass completed. He's going to be taken down at the 36, and that's the first completed pass of the game for Elk Grove, and it'll be 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Good play. The ball kind of is going to float on this throw into this side with the wind, but Lucas, like I said, he's probably your best athlete on the field. You got to keep going at him.
Especially if they give him 12 to 15 yards of comfort. You'll take 6 yards every time. Just keep pounding.
Last year they ran a lot to Lucas. They had him come in motion, and did a lot of end around runs and whatnot. I'm interested to see if they keep that up.
And now 2nd and 4. You see hand off to Pickett, and they will. Pickett makes a move up the middle. He'll get the first down and a couple more, and it will be 41. Gain of 5 yards at the 41. So 1st and 10, first down for the Grens.
Well, like you said, you got to change it up a little bit, right? It's Pickett, really good patience. What's that running back on Pittsburgh? It seems like he's standing in mud till the hole.
Najee Harris?
Yeah. Pickett really had a lot of patience there.
All right, I wonder, ball's on this near side hash, so maybe they put Lucas Rogers on the far side and see if they still get that same comfort. But instead, 3 receivers to his left. Rogers is not one of them. Hand off to Pickett, and he's going to be swarmed right away. Tackle for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 11.
I think it was number 90. He must have some fairly decent foot speed because it was an Olay block. He was in probably as they were handing the ball off.
At number 90, good. They don't even have a number 90 on there.
Oh, they might have
a second side. They do have a second side. And
their
number
roster
90,
reads like War and Peace.
Jonathan Mayfield. Second and 11 here. Try and get something back.
Need a chunk. Doesn't have to be everything. You need something.
Yeah, if you get to like the 46, I could see going for it. Hand it off to Pickett up the middle again, and he'll get that yard back. So it's going to be 3rd and 10, a very long 10.
Last year with Mitch Janzik, he's another really, really good athlete, obviously, but defense had to not commit to anything because he could run the ball just as good as anybody. Yep. I'm not sure Pasterski can run like Mitch. We haven't seen him try it yet, but we're all learning this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, he rolled out with something on his mind in the first down, but got stopped pretty quickly. And this one pass gets swarmed, trying to move out of the pocket, and he's going to be tackled for a 5-yard loss. Fumble on the ground. We'll see what it is. Near side ref is saying Pasterek was down by contact, so 4th down.
Yeah.
Probably better.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had a nice move up to avoid pressure, but the line had exploded at that point. He had absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I believe Jonathan Mayfield was the leader there once again, as he is a big boy at the head of that defensive line for the Hawks.
From where I'm standing, he's the biggest guy in the field.
Yeah, no doubt.
Maybe not Coach Milligan big, but big.
And this one's for sure punt. Punt is off, almost blocked, and it's a good one, though. It's going to bounce at the 40-yard line and take a Hawks bounce. And it will be down at the 37, 38.
Hop there, unfortunate hop.
So 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Hoffman Estate's up 14-0. See if the Grens defense can come up big and get the offense back out before the quarter expires.
Offense kept the ball for a while. Defense should be rested. You got to try maybe a couple things different. But Hoffman looks like they're having their way in the first quarter.
Yeah, don't sell out for the run, but they have been run heavy so far.
So far, yeah. And why not, right?
Yeah, do it until they can prove that you can't stop until you can stop it. And so far, the Grens have not been able to stop it. So Cleveland, fake handoff to Williams, wide receiver screen pass. Gets behind three defensive linemen, and then will get knocked to the ground for a 5-yard gain.
Boy, I love these uniforms for the fans, but it's real rough on me. I don't know if that was Dylan Freeze. It looked like an 18.
And
Oh,
myself.
Cavaliers. He just laid a lick on that receiver. I think I'm just going to listen to Mr. Grams behind me. He'll tell me who did what.
All right. Cleveland ready for the snap. And he will hand this one off to Williams. Williams spins off, missed a tackle, and he goes for the first down and a lot more.
Boy, the Grents had him at least 3 times,
Yeah.
but he just kept moving sideways. The Grents did a nice job stretching it out. But when he put his foot in the ground, he was 3 yards upfield.
Pick up of 14 yards, but he probably ran about 30 yards from the far hash to this near sideline. And Quincy Williams has been on a mission today. He has not been able to be tackled pretty much.
No.
And that's going to be another false start on the Grens. 1st and 5, and Williams will go and take a breather. This may mean that the Hawks are going to try and go for the end zone here and make this one 21-0 very quickly. Number 8 now, DeMarte Nurstard into the backfield behind Cleveland.
He looks fast. I mean,
Yeah.
his uniform's waving already.
And they do hand it off to him, and he is quick. And he will be taken down for about 4-yard gain. The far ref says he picked up the first down. This near side ref says he didn't. So we'll see which one overrules, and they're marking as a first down.
Chris, you said Hoffman lost last week. Do you know who they were playing?
Buffalo Grove, 29-28 was the final score. And another snap, and they're going to hand it off to him again, and he's going to be tackled very quickly. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8.
Best pursuit of the night for Elk Grove.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Even with the snap, pursued the running back real well.
That's the one thing that you could say that Hoffman needs to get better at so far tonight is better snaps.
Yeah, that could be an issue for him.
As there's been three pretty bad snaps.
The quarterback, he's got to be 6'3". I mean,
He's
how do you
huge.
miss him?
And another false start. They're not calling this one, though.
Elk Grove's got to take a little more patience. Can't give up 3 yards when you're down 14.
Here it is, another bad snap. Handled, though, by Cleveland. He's looking in the end zone. The rush from Elk Grove comes. He throws, wide open, tipped away.
Oh.
Good job by the defenseman, number 51. And that's Joey Covaliers. Tipped that one away.
Matt Lawson had it on his fingertips, and he saw what was about to hit him. That was an alligator arm. They had a chunk of yardage, and he didn't want any part of it.
Got to find a way to get off the field here for the Grens.
Absolutely.
Definitely 4-down territory for the Hawks, so they may not be going for the first down right here, but 4-down territory I'd assume for them. And they keep Quincy Williams on the sideline. He's been the better back so far. Oh, yeah, actually, he's in. He's in on the left side. And Cleveland goes to throw again, and wide open receiver, number 5, Stefan Sellers. And that's going to be a first down. Pickup of 18 at the 15-yard line. Looks like he'll be stopped. 16-yard line.
Folks, I'd love to be calling out some more names for Elk Grove, but it's so hard to see these jerseys. 17, and there is no 17. Defensive lineman, real good push there. Basically ran over the offensive lineman.
And handoff to Williams. Williams going to be taken down after a 5-yard gain.
You got to give me that kid's number because that's not 51.
Number 10, Matt Martano.
No.
Materano.
I'll get it eventually, folks.
15 or 45 who just came off. Trevor Detloff. Cleveland and Williams have been the duo so far for this Hoffman team, and they're back in the red zone on the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. Another fumble. And almost picked off, as it should have been. Number 23 read the pass the entire way, Nate Govert, and just couldn't hang on to it. 3rd and 6.
Well, I'll tell you that I was just about to say we need a negative or a 0 gain here.
Yeah.
And we got it with a nice play by Nate.
Govert hung on to that one. He could have gone 90 or 100 yards for the pick six.
Yep.
He was gone. There was no one there for Hoffman Estates to stop him. 3rd and 6, though, again, probably 4-down territory for this Hawks offense. We'll see what Cleveland and the Hawks have lined up. And it is a handoff to Williams. Williams trying to get to the
Nice
outside.
tackle.
He's going to be tackled for a loss. And it is going to fumble. It's a fumble. Elk Grove football. Elk Grove football at the 12-yard line. And that's the defense that they needed to get this turnover. And now hopefully the offense can make something of it.
Just a whole different defensive squad, the way they looked on this. This is just great. I mean, ball pursuit, stretching them out, paid off. This is maybe what Elk Grove needed. You're not going to score, 15, 16 points in one possession, but what a stop.
And there is a player down, I believe. There's a huddle right in front of us, so can't really see. And he's back up on his feet. Helmet is off, so that means he has to come up. That's Dylan Berkowitz.
That's the one that I saw roll over
Over the
offensive line. What's Dylan's number? 15?
13.
13. Yeah, he's getting the most pressure on the defensive line, for sure.
If the IHSA rule is a helmet comes off during a play, then Berkowitz may have to come off for one play, but if they go by the NCAA rules as well. But we'll see. Maybe he took his helmet off once the whistle was blown, so he could be good. So we'll see if he is out there.
Coach Brian Lee's working the defense over here, building them up.
Hoffman's defense is already out there.
Yeah, big huddle. We don't have a TV timeout, I can promise you that. So I
Yeah,
don't know
no
what's going on.
medias. I do not see Berkowitz trot onto the field with them. But either way, 1st and 10 for the Grens at their 12-yard line. Got to get a little more breathing room. So let's see if they hand this one off to Jeremiah Pickett. And they won't. They're going to pass right away. Line's blown. Rogers completed pass. And that is a big gain of about 25. We'll go at the 27-yard line for a 1st and 10.
One thing I'd like to see Persistence do, great pass, great route run, but he zoned in on Lucas the whole time. I mean, he was dragging linebackers with him with his eyes. They'll look at film on that. He'll have him look away for a little bit. Maybe you can, bring a linebacker maybe a couple yards away from him, from Lucas, but good throw, good catch.
Yeah, there were 3 Hawks defenders around him, but he just found the pocket that Persterski was able to fill in.
He looks like he likes to throw to his right, and it's been working.
Yeah, but now no receivers on his right.
Yeah, he throws a nice ball.
And this one's handed off. That's not Pickett, and that looks like Berkowitz. Yeah, that's going to be a pickup of 6 yards. 2nd and 4 as we're under a minute here. 2nd and 3 as we're under a minute. 14-0 Hawks. But momentum seems to be all on the Elk Grove sideline here.
Yeah.
2nd and 4. Tackler for Hawks that time was Liam Patrick.
2nd and 4.
Berkowitz in the backfield once again.
Take a shot here.
30 seconds. They are. It was supposed to be a quick pass. Rogers unable to handle the pass as it was a little bit of a rough one overhead and behind him.
I don't think Lucas knew that might have been going to Belmonte behind him, but he's athletic enough. He almost caught it with a 360. If it gets past Lucas, Belmonte, I think, gets jumped and might have been a
pick.
A pick, yeah. Belmonte lost some of his footing, so it's probably a blessing.
24 seconds left. 3rd and 4 at the 35-yard line. Just about in between the 35 and the 36. Berkowitz in the backfield next to Pasterski. Pasterski to throw, and it is going to be an airmail over the middle. 4th and 4. We'll see if the offense stays on.
Luce got muddled up in the middle. It's basically double coverage. Little contact, nothing that he would ever complain about. Not getting a flag, but I can't imagine Danny's going to go for this. I just can't.
Nope. Especially with the way the Hoffman's offense is.
Well, you got the win too, although it's died down. Well, it's a little bit, but
maybe they try and draw him off sides again.
I get nervous with that play.
They did bring Pickett into the backfield. Berkowitz on the line at the tight end slot.
I would think Pickett's just going to be a little chip.
And, yep, this is going to be a punt. Pasterski gets it off. It's another good one. He's sending Cleveland back.
Oh,
it's going to take a Elk Grove bounce, see if they keep it in. And this is going to be down at the 3-yard line.
Well done.
And a great way to end the quarter, pinning them back. 5 seconds left, pinning them back all the way in their territory.
You need to flip the field. Well, that's what happens.
That's a 61-yard punt.
Well done.
61 yards.
I guess if you can get 61 yards out of that goofy setup that I'm a little nervous about, you just keep going with it.
Try and draw them off sides on the first fake clap and then hike it away and boot it away, 61.
Danny O'Donnell working up number 10, Martirano, giving him some confidence.
I'd have to imagine here that Hoffman is going to try and get this ball to Williams and just give him a little more breathing room to start the second quarter.
I'll tell you, if the D makes a stand here, this is a whole different Elk Grove team than we saw the first
two possessions.
2 possessions, yeah.
Cleveland gets the snap. They're throwing it. They're going for it all.
That's a floater.
And it's caught. Number 5. He breaks a tackle as well. That's Stephen Sellers. He's still going. Sellers all the way. We'll see where they mark him. He got brought down around the 1 and the touchdown line. They're going to call it a touchdown. That's going to go 97 yards. Stephen Sellers on the receiving end of a Nate Cleveland touchdown pass.
Nicholas Jimenez had as good a coverage as you humanly could. They both turned on the ball. Nicholas actually, I think, might have had some fingertips on it, but I don't know. You can't have a more perfect pass.
Yeah, and Sellers broke 2 tackles and then just shot up the middle.
Yeah. I mean, Jimenez had great coverage.
And Quincy Williams not getting the return that we all thought. Instead, it's a 97-yard touchdown pass, and Correa is going to make it 21-0 to end the first quarter.
Crazy.
Flipping the field after a 61-yard punt and then a 97-yard touchdown pass, and that's how the quarter ends.
I mean, as the ball's coming down on that touchdown pass, I'm watching exactly where it's going to go. It was a bit of a floater. I would have given it 60-40 odds that Hoffman would bring it down. I thought Nick Jimenez had great position, got his hands on it. Just didn't happen.
Yeah, and Sellers made a great job giving his QB about 5 yards on the sideline where he could throw, where only he could get the ball, and that's exactly kind of what happened.
Elk Grove had some decent pressure on that.
Yep. That's one where the snap had to be perfect, because that's where they've lacked a little bit, is the bad snaps. But that one was perfect, and that's how it resulted in a 97-yard touchdown pass.
What I've noticed about Hoffman when they snap the ball is Cleveland likes to catch it with his right hand, and he almost catches it with one hand, which can be a little dangerous. We'll wait and see how that plays out, but he's a right-handed thrower, so you would think if you're in a throwing position, you're going to have both hands up by your right shoulder anyway. And when the center misses, he's missing high right.
Yeah.
There we go, Chris. We'll get some FaceTime. Thanks to EGTV. Is that Deb down there? Yep. Hey, Deb.
All right. The Gren's down 21. Start the second quarter. Momentum was on the Gren's side, and it's probably flipped back here. How do we get that back?
I don't know. They looked like a different offense last time, but we'll see. I mean, I'd feel so much better if it was 21-7.
Yeah.
Somehow Elk Grove could have scored.
They haven't even gotten the ball on their side of the path.
No.
And this is a poor kick going towards Jimenez, and it will not roll out of bounds. That could have been a big break, but instead it's a touchback.
Our offensive possession last possession was the best we've seen all night. Got some yardage. Lucas touched the ball. Pickett got the ball. I believe Berkowitz had a run. You're going to have to mix it up. You can't just go one way here.
And Pasterski in the offense, trotting back out there to start the second quarter. Down by 21.
Well, what was throwing in the wind 20 minutes ago is absolutely dead calm wind today.
Yeah.
Now.
That could have been I mean, if that play that just happened, the 97-yard touchdown pass happened 15 minutes ago, that ball's knocked down.
Agreed.
Because of the wind. And this is a screen play, number 10, and it's going to be completed to Martirano. He's going to get a couple, and it looks like maybe a pickup of 4.
I like that play call, though. Quick moving. Let's get a little chunk here.
Yep.
Let's get some momentum.
Fake handoff to Pickett and then get it out of his hands to Martirano.
2nd and 6. I'd almost like to see Pickett here. Little draw, delay, something. Got to mix it up.
Pickett remains in the backfield behind Pasterski. 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right. And Pasterski receives the snap, and another one screen to Martirano. He's going to be dropped 2 yards short. 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, maybe Pickett, but I'll tell you, they're setting up a ball fake to Martirano, and a Lucas will be on a long throw on the other side. And I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Hoffman defenders giving Lucas 10, 12 yards.
As Rogers just trotting back in, Pickett comes out. So this one could be a Berkowitz handoff. Instead, no one's going to be in the backfield. Actually, yep, I believe that's Berkowitz in the backfield with Pasterski. See a 3rd and 2 handoff to Berkowitz. Here it is, and there it is. Berkowitz makes a hole, makes a runner miss. He gets the first down and 2 more. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I got to ask the question, do we possibly have like a little 2-headed monster running back this year? Because Berkowitz looks great.
Yeah, he made a good cut back, even jumped over a defender. And now looks like Berkowitz comes off. Pickett back in as the backfield, Now we'll see 3 receivers to the left. Let's see if they do another fake handoff to Pickett and give it right back to Martirano.
Martirano's got nothing but yardage. That's
and there,
offsides.
Yep.
Elk Grove will take it.
And this will back up the Hawks 5 more yards. So 1st and 5 on the 39-yard line.
That's just a penalty that Hoffman coaches. It's going to drive them nuts because Elk Grove's starting to get a little head of steam. You know, they're down 21, but high school football, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you've just given them a free yard, 5 yards. You know, offensive huddle's a little more fun, and just you can't have that penalty.
This is where I take the shot right now. Try and get Lucas Rogers on this one, man on man on the near sideline. Throw ball up and let him go get it. He's athletic enough. And let's see, that's where he's looking. He's looking the whole way, though. Pasterski trying to make a man miss, and he will be taken down. And looks like maybe he picked up 2 yards, maybe. It's going to be 2nd down and short, though, either way.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lucas, if we can give Pasterski some time, Lucas did make a couple neat moves and was open by 6 yards.
Yeah. 2nd and 3, it is.
We don't know if the arm strength's there or if, you know, whatever, but it's there if you need it.
Pasterski is only a junior, so there's still a lot more developing as a quarterback for him. As this team may be a team for next year, but it's only game 2, so we'll see what happens as Berkowitz in the backfield. They do hand it off, cuts it back, 1st down and 2 more. Another 1st and 10 for the Grens, up and coming.
I don't know. What I'm seeing is, and I love Pickett, but I'm seeing his delayed tactics might be getting us in a little bit of trouble because Hoffman, you know, they're blowing up our offensive line
pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty quickly. So maybe you use Berkowitz because he just puts his head down and just runs like a bowling ball. Where Pickett's more a little deliberate and trying to grab a hole. Oh, Lucas almost got uncovered here.
Yeah, and number 4 for him. That's Trendell Whitning. Gives him about 15, 12 yards. Again, a little bit of a bufferage. And they hand it to Berkowitz. Berkowitz trying to get the outside. He'll be unable to do so. He loses 2 yards. And and there's a flag. Let's see what the flag's going to be.
13 had to give Berkowitz a little mouth, and it just didn't work. I mean, the side judge is standing right there. You make a great tackle, and then you start mouthing off. I mean, I think it's 15, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll see if it's him or if it's Berkowitz. I didn't see Berkowitz do any gestures back.
13 makes a great play.
And they're counting the yards off. This is going the Gren's way. 2 penalties that are going to be big mistakes for the Hawks. Now the Grens need to get on the scoreboard.
20 yards right there. 2 plays, 20 yards. Just a really, really big mistake by 13.
Yep, and 13 just got slapped on the helmet by 3 of his teammates, so he's not making that mistake again.
Yeah. He must be a decent athlete, because if I was the coach, he'd be sitting, but he's the one covering Rogers, so. Rogers actually getting double teamed. It's almost like a zone.
Yeah.
13 gets the first 5 yards and passes off.
Pasterski communicating to his offensive line. Berkowitz on his right. Fake there, no jump by the Hawks. And this one's going to be handed off to Berkowitz. Cuts back in. He's got blockers, and he's going to be taken down after a pickup of about 7, 2nd and 3. Positive yards.
Runs angry. I mean, he got tackled. He got flipped.
Yeah, he did. His feet were up.
Yeah, he bounced right up. Let's go. Let's do it again. Elk Grove's onto something, man. Like we said earlier, don't fix it if it's not broken.
Yep. And the big thing are Pasterski and Berkowitz are both juniors, so there's still going to a lot of them left. We'll see 2nd and 4 here. Maybe they try and take a shot. Berkowitz, though, still in the backfield. Pasterski's got 3 receivers to his right. No one on his left side. And it is a handoff to Berkowitz up the middle. He's chugging, and he's going to be just short of the first down. Maybe 3rd and 2.
Offensive
maybe
line,
3rd and 1.
Offensive line for Elk Grove's doing a much better job here late these last couple series. They're sealing off at least. You know, they're getting holes, and Berkowitz hitting it quickly.
And they are getting clock off as well, as we're just about to approach 6 minutes left in this first half. They chunk off about 10 minutes of the entire clock and give maybe Hoffman Estates 2 minutes left after a score. That's a great way to go into the locker room as long as you get a stop.
I can't imagine Danny not doing anything but touchdown.
Another handoff to Berkowitz, trying to get around defenders. He pushes a guy off, and he's going to pick up 3 more yards after the push-off, and that's going to be the difference of picking up the first down and possibly having 4th and inches.
It's inspired running by Berkowitz. It's fun to watch. And you know what? The offensive line's into it too. They're seeing some, fruits of their labor.
Yeah.
And this is nothing against Jeremiah Pickett. He's one of my favorite players on here, but sometimes you just need a little different look.
Yeah, Pickett back out on the field as Berkowitz is limped away on the 40-yard line on this side. He's on the bench over here. So Pickett in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, no one to the left. 3 receivers to the right.
I give it to Pickett.
And they do give it to Pickett. He almost misses the handoff, but instead he chugs for about 7 yards. 2nd and 3. They're going to keep running it down the gut of the Hawks.
Well, I'll tell you what, Elk Grove's offensive line looks a heck of a lot different than it did at first quarter.
Absolutely.
Both running backs are having massive balls.
And
now all you need is just cornerback, safety, jump it, and then let's get Lucas involved.
Yep. And the big thing, too, clock's still running as we're 5 minutes away to halftime. Berkowitz on the sideline, ready to go back in now as he walked himself back up to the line. So wide receiver screen, that's Rogers, makes 2 men miss, trying to get around, and he may lose a yard or 2 to make it 3rd and 4. All right, you tried throwing the ball. I say go back and hand it off to Berkowitz right here.
Too many orange jerseys. Lucas has a great first and secondary move, but a tertiary move with 3 guys around, that's asking a lot. That throw is a little long for my liking, but you got to try it. Keep them honest.
Yep. Berkowitz back in the huddle, and they send Pickett. Pickett stays, so maybe they're going to have 2 people in the backfield with Pasterski. Let's see here,
wing,
though.
the T formation.
And it is not just Pickett. Berkowitz is in the tight end slot.
I think they're looking for a hole.
Yeah.
Run behind them.
And it's going to be a keeper. Keeper, can he get it?
Got it.
It looks like he fell for the first down.
What a great
and
play
they
call.
will. Great job on the keeper by Pasterski to pick up the first down.
Great play call. A little fake little turn handoff and just turned around and went. We haven't seen that play at all yet today.
They're calling this short, and it looks like they need about a foot to pick up the first down.
You got to give me Berkowitz here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just got to be.
Or put Pasterski under center and just push him forward.
That too.
Let's see, you got to pick up this first down, though. Clock's still running as we're just about 3 minutes away.
Pickett's out. Berkowitz.
It is Berkowitz there.
Yep. He's on the left hip of Pasterski. Timeout.
Timeout, and it's timeout Elk Grove.
I like that.
Keep them thinking a little bit, but
yeah, this could be win or lose. I mean, I know it's the first half, but you got to get some points here.
Yeah.
Let's make this play right.
And Berkowitz looks a little shaken up. I mean, he's limping a little bit here. So something's happened with, it looks like his right ankle, but he's going to stay out there, no doubt.
Adrenaline will kick in.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, I think Coach Grams called Daryl on earlier, but he might have had that call.
Yeah.
The spotter got it wrong.
Yeah, Nick Jimenez, number 2, has received all of the kick returns.
And I'll tell you, if Daryl can come back kind of what he was last year on some of the few plays that we saw, they got 3 legitimate running backs.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, well, we'll see if the Elk Grove does anything different here, because I believe we both think, and everyone else in this stadium thinks, that this ball is going to Berkowitz on a handoff. We'll see if they change it, though.
I don't know, 4th and 1, and you got a half a foot. You don't want to get cute here.
Yeah. I think if it was me, I'm putting my QB under center and just having someone push the yard.
Yep.
And hand off to Berkowitz. It's going to be close. We'll see where they mark him. It looks like they're going to give it to him, maybe.
If they give him that second effort, he's got it.
We're still waiting for a call, and they're giving him a first down.
It's a big play for Elk Grove.
They got that just as much as they missed it on the last carry, about a foot.
That's a great play.
It seems like Hoffman's kind of selling out for the run now. Maybe you try and take a little bit of a wide receiver screen or take a shot into the end zone.
Lucas in the corner.
Yeah.
Belmonte over the middle. Anything.
Berkowitz is still in the backfield on the left hip of Pasterski. We're under 3 minutes. Clock running. And they're not going to hand this one off. Berkowitz picks up a defender.
Get rid of it.
Pasterski trying to get around. He finds one, and he just flings it away.
That's right.
And out of bounds. Very, very smart play by the junior quarterback, Danny Pasterski, to get that one away and not take the loss.
I'd like to see him just completely start the rollout immediately. I think he took a 5-step drop and then got pressure. If that pressure is going to come from that side, just the minute you get the ball, just roll out and find somebody in that corner over there.
Yeah.
Our near corner here.
And he saw someone because there was, I believe it was number 6.
Yeah, he was
open. Logan Tostrud open, but ball was kind of a duck when it came out of the hand of Pasterski.
I'm glad he got rid of it because that could have been a huge loss.
Tostrud and Pickett now in the backfield.
Can't read timeouts. I think we're good. I think we run the ball here until further notice. Use your timeouts wisely. It's your best play right now.
And they're not going to hand this one off. And he loses the ball, and that's going to be recovered by the Hawks. I'm not sure what happened with Pasterski, but he just lost the ball. He just dropped it.
Yeah, he tried to make a little spin, and it hit his hip, and that's a shame for everybody involved. I feel sorry for him.
And the Hawks recover it, and it is now their ball.
Danny O'Donnell out meeting every one of those guys on offense. Give him a high five. That's a different look than what we've had here in the past. I love it.
21-0, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. The defense got to come up big for the offense and try and pick them up.
God, I'd like to see a run play there. Oh, we don't know if Berkowitz is hurt or.
Yeah. And Cleveland to
that's a hold.
to Lawson. Lawson will go down, and there's a flag.
53. More shenanigans.
Lawson was tackled by Joey Cavaliers.
There's a block in the back by 53 is what I'm going to see in it. And he might give him a 15-yarder. I don't understand it. These guys, I don't know. Chris, I'm so dang old. I guess I don't get it. But I guess you watch the NBA, NFL, and all this. Now the MLB, you see enough of it. But you make a good play, you don't need to do some sort of dance.
Yep, and they are taking their yards back. We'll see how much the refs give them, though.
To me, it's just idiotic.
1 yard pickup on the original play, but this is definitely going back.
Block in the back is what I saw.
Let's go defense!
Jeez.
Against the Hawks, only the block,
It was an illegal block. So 2nd and 14. So they get the yard on the pickup, but 5 yards will bring them back to 2nd and 14 at the 24-yard line. 2 minutes and counting left. Cleveland, pressure. Pickett almost gets home. And it should have been a pickoff. Number 51, Joe Cavaliers, was there, and it should have been picked off. He's going to want that one back, but instead it's going to be a long 3rd and 18.
The only reason why he misses it is because he had to make a small turnaround. It was on his hip, not in his hands. He had to make an adjustment, and it just was just out of his reach.
Pickett.
He wants it back, no question.
Yep, Pickett was there with the pressure, delivered a hit too. Ball was just released about a second earlier before the hit came by Pickett.
That's the Jeremiah Pickett I remember last year.
Cleveland almost got him to jump again, and they're going to say he did jump, and it's going to be
honest with you, it's almost like if Hoffman makes a big enough stink, the side judge throws his flag. That was like the latest flag.
That was late.
And he wasn't struggling for it. I don't know. It wouldn't be a broadcast without me complaining about a referee. Probably a fine gentleman. Nice family, I'm sure.
2nd and 13 to go. Cleveland is going to stay in the pocket. Screen, he gets it off. Lawson was not expecting it, and he's going to get the first down and a lot more before being pushed out. And there's a flag. That may be a late hit on the far sideline. This one maybe even go farther back or go farther forward for the Hawks.
I got to remember sometimes these kids are 18 and younger. Discipline is hard, but a play like that can just now you're going to possibly 15 plus. You're going to set them up for a 4-score lead
going into the half as well.
Yeah, I mean you just can't do that stuff. You know, they're going to go, I bet you that ball's at 40 when he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, they marked him out right at midfield. Hoffman does have a player down, Oliver Warwarsack.
So if there's a 15-yarder, going to get the ball at 25, 3 timeouts, and a minute 45 to go. Oh, they're calling it on Hoffman?
Well, looks like they are. Maybe more.
That far side's hard for us to see, but I sure thought that was a hit out of bounds.
I thought so as well.
My apologies to the Elk Grove. He's got a fine discipline. I did not see it. That's a shocker. Yeah.
They're still treating the Hoffman Estates guy. Both teams are getting a timeout that they didn't call.
He was down early, and I didn't see anybody around him. So I'm hopeful it's never hopeful for an injury, but if it is, I hope it's like a lower body injury, just a tweak or something. But when I look back, there was nobody within 10 yards of him.
Yeah.
Maybe a hamstring or an ankle. I don't know. Yeah, we got some movement. It's always good.
He's sitting up right now, and he's going to be helped up.
Yeah, ankle. Ankle, knee. Well, that's good news. I hate to say it, you don't see anybody get hurt. I don't care who they are. High school, college, pro, but that's good to see.
And he's almost on his own power walking off as well.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think Elk Grove dodged a bullet there.
Yes, I think so as well. They're saying 2nd and 7.
Well, that'll work.
So I think what it is that far side ref just can't get the flag out of his pocket. That's why it's always so late. I believe that there was a holding which made him
You
made
know
the
what?
call go back.
It's early season.
Yeah,
you know,
they're not in midseason form yet.
Maybe he doesn't have as many washers in there that he had last year.
Cleveland on the keeper, gets around one Grenz defender,
That's a good block.
and he's going to pick up the first down, and he's still chugging. He's going to fall right around the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good last-second block in the backfield by one of the Hoffman players.
Almost had almost had Cleveland in the backfield as well.
Really did, absolutely.
First and 10, Hoffman Estates, 49-yard line.
And I believe timeout Hoffman Estates here. Clock stops with 1 minute and 8 seconds left.
Jeez, they got nothing but time on their hands.
Yeah, and it only took them 5 seconds to go
Yeah.
97 yards last offensive possession.
Two
So
timeouts. I believe the clock stops in high school on a first down, does it not?
until the whistle is blown.
Yeah.
It was the same as the college rule, but now college changed their rules. They're keeping it running, trying to shorten the
Are they?
games. Don't disagree. I disagree though. I love more football. Games need to be 5 hours long.
You sure the advertisers want that rule? They're the ones that are running the joint.
Exactly. Elk Grove's got to find a way to keep this one 21-0 to go into the half. They do get the ball to receive it after halftime, so a perfect way to get a score right away. But it would have been even better if they found a way to score and get two back-to-back scoring possessions and make it 21-14. But that's not how it was wrote out. He sends Williams. Williams on the screen. And he's got some yards, and that is a good hit from the secondary. 6-yard pickup. I believe that's number 6, Logan Tusterud with the
Logan
stop.
just saved a touchdown. I mean, he shed a block and just put enough hit to slow him down.
Yeah, I'm not
Troops
sure.
came to the rescue.
That was either Logan Tusterud or Dominic Belmonte.
I think it was 6.
And this is a free play, I believe, but goes through the hands of number 5, Steven Sellers.
So the ball was out of his arm before that flag came up. He's saying illegal motion, I think.
Okay, so they're walking back 5 yards.
Yeah. Boy, Hoffman's kind of – the seams are coming apart a little bit here.
Yep, but this one is on the Hawks. 47.7 seconds left to go in this first half.
Well, if Hoffman does not score, it's definitely a discipline and field goal or penalties.
Yeah.
They could have had this ball on the 10 by now.
Especially with the way their offense has moved so far in this first half.
Yeah, it just looks disconjointed now.
Second down and 8. Ball at the,
Cleveland with Williams in his left pocket. Williams goes out.
He's going to throw deep.
He's almost got taken down by Pickett. He runs across the line of scrimmage, and he's running. Makes 2 defenders miss. He's going. And this could go all the way for Cleveland, and he's going to score. And that is Nate Cleveland on the keeper, 49-yard touchdown rush. And that is not how you do it. 27-0 now Hawks. One explosive play after another for the Hawks.
That was one of the best QB runs I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Stutter steps, side swipes, pushing guys in front of him. I mean, Elk Grove had numerous chances, but he's just too big, too fast.
Almost got him in the backfield. Almost got him at the 30. Almost got him at the 20. And then almost at the 5.
Right?
And then he jumped about 5 yards. Now Cleveland's going to hold this one for Correa to try and make it 28-0 going into the locker room.
Really, really impressive run by the Hoffman quarterback.
And here it
Tough
is. And it
good.
is good. I thought I saw a flinch on one of the offensive linemen for the Hawks, but no penalty comes out. 28-0 is our score.
I've been watching the coaching staff. It's mostly new to us, and a lot of communication between the coaches. Again, you know, we just let up our 4th touchdown. Danny's out there, you know, bringing the guys in, trying to keep them positive. I love to see that. Danny's young. He's very energetic. I could really see him having a nice long tenure here.
Well, if you're Coach O'Donnell, what do you say to these guys once you get in the locker room down 28?
I mean, to me, the first half tells me that Hoffman is the better team, no question, right? However, I think Elk Grove's fate was sealed in the first 2 possessions, the one that took a minute 9 or whatever. You know, if we could have made some stops, I hope we see a different second half from Elk Grove. I hope they just say, scrap the scoreboard.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to win this half.
Yeah, play for each
Sometimes
other.
That's what you got to do.
Yep, get the momentum for next week.
I mean, yeah, everything counts. 5 wins to the playoffs, whatever. But, you know, you got a lot of new faces in the coaching staff. They're trying to get to know the players. You know, you got conference coming up. I said, just hey, let's win a quarter.
Yeah.
Let's win the third quarter, and then we'll go from there.
Korea kicking off.
Boy, they aren't messing.
Jimenez
Yeah.
with the return.
Nice
Makes a
little
couple
return.
men miss, and he's going to bring this one out to the 26. 23 seconds left in the half. Well, you think they kneel this one out, or you think they try and take a chance?
I gotta say, Neil. It only fact is you don't want anything going down, and now you're
Yeah.
down 5.
30.
you
Yeah,
know.
down by 5 scores.
Nick Jimenez, I like that little move there. He was a really phenomenal soccer player as a young kid. Great footwork, and he's a really decent baseball player. He actually,
Yeah,
I
good
think he's a
second
sophomore,
baseman.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, we called him.
He's a junior.
He's a junior, yeah. But last year he was a sophomore in the varsity. I like him returning kicks. That's legit. That's right. He was second baseman, and that was last year, so he made varsity as a sophomore.
Looks like Pascherski's ready to go. He's under center,
Yeah,
and
he's
they
gonna
need
take
this
it.
one
Absolutely.
away. They're going into the half down by 28. And like you said, I think that's the message that happens. You got to say, let's win this next quarter, and whatever happens after that. But you got to scrap the scoreboard, like you said. It's a great way to, great message to these guys.
I really do feel like you just got to go in there and tell them, listen, in my mind, we're down 14-0 because we gave up 2 touchdowns in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's just erase that, you know?
Yeah. And who knows? This could be 21-7 after a missed fumble
Correct.
by Pascherski. But anyway, 28-0. Thank you for joining us for the first half. I'm Chris Randall. He's John Walls. We'll catch you on the flip. Welcome back for second half action here at Elk Grove High School. The Grens find themselves down by 28, but there's still another half to play here. Let's get the momentum rolling, and for next week when they're away. John, how do we get back on the score? How do we get on the scoreboard here the second half?
Well, what I'm going to be looking for is to see how the players react, and I think it might be a small testament to what this coaching staff's doing in its early conception. If you can see Elk Grove kind of like they did in that second half of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, that tells me they're buying into the coaching staff.
Absolutely.
I really do believe that. You know, we had years past where, you know, you're down 21, 28, and they'd come out and just so lethargic, and I'm anxious to hopefully see a change here.
Yeah, we're underway in the second half as Correa takes this one away. He's John Walls, I'm Chris Randall, and we just got kicked off by Nick Jimenez with the return to the 24-yard line. Gren's offense will roll out down by 28.
I think Nick's done a nice job tonight in the fact that he's getting 3 to 4 after first contact, so he's got to have some sort of sideways move, and boy, you might just see him break one if that's the case.
Yeah,
Sometime this season, I have a feeling he just might break one.
and hopefully we're here for that one. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's gonna be
right.
electric. But we saw him warming. I saw him warming up on the sideline. Senior Logan Tusterud. He was warming up the arm. It looks like he's going to be the QB this second half. So we got a new wing for the Grens. Logan Tusterud, a senior, the QB.
Pasterski didn't have a bad half. I mean,
No.
he really didn't. I hope it's not an injury, but
Well, Berkowitz was the one that was limping away as Tusterud hands this one off to Pickett. Pickup of about 3 yards.
Across the 25.
so Logan's brother Brady, I just saw him at halftime. He was a stellar standout lineman, tight end for EGTV. I don't know. I think he graduated 2 years ago. Good player. they had a pretty decent team, some good athletes.
And I found Danny Pasterski on the sideline. Looks like he's getting worked on his right shoulder. Maybe there's an ice pack that the trainer just put up into his pads.
Yeah, I mean, I know new coaching staff, maybe, new look. I just didn't think he played poorly where you would just say, hey, I want to take another peek. So that's why I said possibly an injury.
Another handoff to Pickett. He loses one guy, but then he's going to be taken down. Looks like forward progress will get him back to the line to gain, but it's 3rd and 8 to start off this first drive in the second half.
Pickett tried to bounce it out, and he had no help whatsoever. 3-4 orange jerseys and 1 Elk Grove jersey. That was doomed.
So 3rd and 8. We'll see if Tustrud and the offense will allow him to throw on this one. 3rd and long, clock moving.
Pickett's favoring his left ankle a little bit coming out of the huddle.
Yeah, Berkowitz was favoring his right ankle as well.
That could have been
Tustrud.
offsides. Just a jailbreak.
And he's going to be sacked as the offensive line just lets about every single defensive line for the Hawks get to Tustrud. So that's going to be 4 and out pretty quickly for the Grens.
I think that was a design play. I think they were kind of doing a little draw.
Yeah.
Because Pickett was like, he's there ready to receive. Maybe it was run pass option. That one didn't work. Let's put that one aside until next practice.
Looks like they're going to try and draw him off sides again and then do this punt. We'll see. And there goes Tustrud backing up a couple yards. He'll boot this one away. Not as good as Pasterski. This one's not even going to make the halfway field. It's going to be down at the 45-yard line.
All right. It wouldn't be fair if I don't question some of the coaching staff this year because I've done it to every other coaching staff. I just don't know. I've seen Pasterski have some pretty decent punts. Was he in on that punt?
He was not. Nope,
okay.
That was Tustrud.
All right. So that makes a little more sense. Okay. I'm good with that then. Because Pickett's in the chip just in case. I get it.
Yeah.
But as far as Pasterski, we've seen a nice leg on him. At some point, I think 4th and 21 or whatever, you just let him boom it. But now I understand.
Cleveland back under center for the Hawks. He's around the 50-yard line. Ball's placed at the 45. First handoff goes to Williams, and that's a strong run of about 9. I don't see the second stick on that side. It looks like maybe 7, actually.
Pretty good pursuit from the near side here in Elk Grove, but by the time they get there, the runner's gone.
Yep. Hurry up offense. They're already ready to go, and ball's snapped right back to Williams. Williams making a couple man miss, and then he's going to get hammered right when he crosses the first down line. 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Daggone it, I wish I could see those numbers better.
Yeah, they're tough for sure.
That was a really nice tackle.
Looked like multiple guys there.
Yeah, whoever stood him up did the job, right? And then troops came in.
32-yard line.
And pull this one away. And it's going to be Lawson. Lawson on the sideline trying to get around. He's going to be tackled around the 27-yard line, so pick up a 5.
It's got to be a legal motion or lined up in the
the neutral.
Yep. What's that offensive call where he's over the line? Offsides, really, would it be?
Yeah. I did see the
Hoffman.
flag, though, so it looks like they're moving back. It is a false start. So 1st and 15, it will be. Scratch that last play.
Discipline for Hoffman. They've had a lot of penalty yards tonight.
Yeah. But they've also drawn off the Grens a couple times as well.
Yep. 1st and 15 now.
Yep. Clock starts on the whistle, which it just did. So Cleveland and Williams in the backfield, ready to go once again. He's got 3 guys to his left, 1 to his right. And fake handoff. They're going to go towards the direction of the tight end, but it split 3 of them. Lawson, Sealers, and another guy. Did not see his number. We're all in the direction number 13.
Yeah, 13. That was
Patrick.
He missed the play. He missed the route.
Yep.
That ball was out immediately, and he just sat down in the middle of the field, and I think Cleveland was expecting him to come more to the near side.
Yeah. 2nd and 15, that brings us to. Same guys lined up on the left. Sellers, Lawson, and Patrick. Patrick moves in now. And this is going to be handoff to Williams. Williams will get the 5 yards back, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Gren's trying to get a stop here early.
That running back's impressive.
Yeah, he is.
He really is.
Quincy Williams, a senior, number 1, is the one that we're talking about.
Yeah, and they gave him a pretty decent rest in the second quarter.
Yeah, they brought in
Williams, right? No, number 1.
Number 8. They brought in Nustard.
Yeah.
But it remains Williams in the backfield. Cleveland taking a shot. He's got a guy open in stride. He falls to the ground. And that is Liam Patrick, the guy that he missed on the last attempt. Instead, this one goes for 28 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Hawks.
Well, that play will make up for your unsportsmanlike conduct in the first half.
Yeah.
That was a nice route. Great throw.
It was a step in, too. That's taken to the house. Instead, Quincy Williams cuts it in, and he's going to walk in for his 2nd touchdown of the night, and that's going to be
untouched. I don't know how you don't throw a flag here.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
and here it goes. Here.
Now he takes his helmet off.
And this is getting ugly here. After the score on Quincy Williams, practically untouched, 34-0 it is. And I believe Steven Sellers, the kid that caught the 97-yard touchdown pass, was in the middle of all of that.
So after the play, Elk Grove and Hoffman, they get locked up. Hoffman's pushing him out of bounds. Referee doesn't throw the flag, which he should have. He could have stopped it right there. No call. So then the Hoffman player gets a little lippy as he's walking away. 2 Grenadiers come over, give him a shove. That's not allowed. Another Hoffman player takes his helmet off. Just undisciplined early on in the season.
Yeah.
I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if Elk Grove doesn't clean that up.
Yeah, the Grens players definitely was sticking up for the guy that got pushed down, but still got to be disciplined.
The line judge should have thrown his flag immediately when the first 2 got into it. And
I'd
could
be
have stopped
shocked
a lot of it.
I'd be shocked here if we don't see an ejection maybe on either one of the players.
Yeah. Hoffman, they're a race car in the red, man. They run pretty aggressive. And that'll take you so far, but you can't taunt. And I've seen a few of that tonight. Unsportsman on Elk Grove.
Unsportsman on the Hawks. And they'll offset, so touchdown will stand as it did happen after the play. 34-0.
I'll go back to that. I'm a little bit older, but even in pros, I have never understood offsetting personal fouls. Why not? Why not just keep doing it? Or you say that player's got to take a series off. Yeah. That's how you stop the nonsense.
And at this point, too, it's not going to stop. Refs got to be ready to pull the flag and do something and keep control of this game. As it could get ugly quick as it is on the scoreboard.
All right. Well, I would think they're going for 1, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Correa hasn't missed yet. 4 for 4, looking to make 5 for 5.
The snaps have been sketchy too, man. He's paused 3 out of the 4 times.
Yeah, he has.
And he's done a nice job. I'll tell you, in high school football, it's almost invaluable to have a decent kicker.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these high schools, it's just assumed you're going to have to go for 2. It's not an easy position at this age.
And this kid's got a leg on him.
Yeah.
His kickoffs have been all the way down to the 10, and he's putting this one over the upright, over the
Another
bars itself.
Snap. Another pause,
and
another extra point.
35-0, 7.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Gren's got to get on the board here soon, at least get some momentum going into next week.
Yeah, Hoffman coaching staff, I'm saying to my kids, listen, we're up 7, right?
Five scores.
Five scores. You can get away with that stupid stuff, personal fouls or whatever. You get into the thick of your conference play, and you don't want to lose a conference game over something like that. But who's to say? Well, I'm interested here now to see if Persterski comes back. Clearly, he was the starter for the first 2 games.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Logan can't be a quarterback, but you're down your better quarterback. You're down 5 scores.
Trying to see on the sideline here.
Berkowitz is chipped up a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
he got his ankle taped, it looks like.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to him.
I don't even see past Persterski on the sideline right
12,
now.
right?
Yeah,
I don't
12
see him
is
either.
the number.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm Coach Daniel O'Donnell, I'm looking to run some different plays, maybe run a couple different kids out there.
Yeah.
Be competitive. Get in and get a couple guys healthy for next week.
And this one's going to be
nice.
recovered at the 20-yard line. And he's got some room. He's going to be pushed out around the 35.
Nicely done.
I didn't see who caught it.
I'm going to try to give it for you.
Number 10.
I'm looking
And that's
forward to
Matt
these
Martirano.
green jerseys with yellow stripes.
Yeah, the camo on the black is a little tough to read.
It
for
looks
sure.
great, man. I'm sure the kids are super excited about it.
Yeah, and what a great time to break it out, too, on Labor Day
Absolutely.
weekend.
Absolutely.
And it looks like possibly on the far sideline someone's getting stretched out. I don't know if that's a Gren player or a Hawk.
I think it's a Hawk.
Yeah, it is the Hoffman Estates guy. It's the Hoffman Estates athletic trainer stretching out the Gren player, so at least there's no blood behind the athletic training over there.
So I want to shout out to Elk Grove TV and all its crew. I always seem to forget this at times. Thank you for everything you do. I got a text from Debbie today. It felt like it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon asking questions. So you know they're here early and here late. So Scott and Deb, thanks for a monitor. I appreciate it. It's helped me out greatly.
Yes.
I like the little guy, Scott. The little monitor is pretty cool.
The number 23, Nate Govert, limping off across the sideline, and he has now reached this side. Tusterud still looks like he's in the game for the Grens.
That to me looks like a cramp.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
I believe Nate, it's got to be the same Nate. Nate played some varsity basketball for us last year.
Hand off to Pickett. Pickett finds a seam up the middle, and he will pick up about 5.
Yeah. If I'm predicting, Pickett's going to get maybe not a.
And another player down there waving the athletic trainer down real quick.
Pickett's going to get some chunks against a couple teams this year. He's going to have a 100-yard game, at least one. He just runs with authority. He's just a freight train.
Him
Where
and Berkowitz, yeah.
Berkowitz might be a little bit bigger, but he's got a little more lateral movement. I like the 1-2 punch, quite frankly.
Yeah.
This looks like a. All right, I'm going to guess this is a wind knocked out.
Yeah.
Just by the way the trainer's got the legs up. Yeah, we had quite a few stoppages tonight.
Yeah.
Early on in the season.
35-0 too. The goal for next week is absolutely just to keep your team as healthy as possible going into next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if we can give Pasterski a little more time, maybe he settles in. He's obviously this is only his second start of his high school career. He's a junior, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's give him a little more time. Let's do some practice, and we'll get him going. He's got some weapons. I mean,
yeah.
I did not know about Berkowitz. Well, I knew defensively, but I didn't know he and Pickett would have a nice little running attack here. And you got Belmonte and Rogers, so you've got some offensive weapons.
Looks like number 50. There's no 50 on the roster.
80,
so
I think. 60
number
or
60, Mo Burt, being
Burt.
helped off. Not even able to put any pressure on the right leg.
He's their center, I believe. I got rolled up on. Yeah, he's had a nice game. I was kind of trying to remember to mention him earlier. He has had no blown snaps all day. He's had a nice game at center.
All right. Both teams back out onto the field. Tostrud in the shotgun. Pickett on his right.
We'll keep an eye on Mo here. He's right in front of us.
Another handoff to Pickett. Pickett on the far sideline. Chugging. He may be a yard short. Far side ref says he's got the first down. Let's see will they officially mark him.
Yes, he does on the far side. The near side. Yeah, they're saying move it.
Yeah.
Nice
First down for the Grens. Clock keeps rolling.
Good run.
As we're under 7 minutes to go.
It is a first down, so Pickett
Good run.
picks up the first down at the 24-yard line.
About 11 yards on the 2 runs for Pickett so far.
Back to Mulbert. They're working on a right ankle. He's not squirming anymore.
No, yeah. When he first sat down, he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, but they're just going through a little triage here. I think he'll be okay.
Another handoff to Pickett up
There
the
it
gut.
goes.
He's got some room there, and he's going to fall down for a pickup of 6 yards.
6 more carries like that, he might have 100 tonight.
7 yards, I believe, is what it's actually going to be. Yep. So they're finally on in Hoffman Estates territory for the second time tonight. First time resulted in a fumble. Hopefully this one does not.
Yeah, that one was devastating, Chris. That was,
that was
really
a great drive. They were going on, I believe, 8 minutes
Yeah,
on the drive, and then just
that was really a blow to the offense on that one.
but that's in the rear view. We're looking right here in the present. Tostrud in the shotgun, gets a snap, fake handoff to Pickup, delivers up the middle, and right through the hands of Berkowitz. That was for sure a first down, and he could have been running for a touchdown.
I was kind of screened from the pass, maybe a little high.
Yeah. It definitely was a little high, but it wasn't crazy.
Mikey Milovich, number 77 on the line, literally had a pancake block.
Yeah.
That was nice to see. Our line looks a little bit bigger this year than last year.
Definitely. Last year, I mean, a great team, but they were small for sure.
Yeah.
3rd and 3 though. They brought Pickett back out. I believe it was a fake handoff to Jimenez.
All right, Pickett in the backfield.
Yep.
Rogers can't even see him. He's so far away over there on the far side.
5 minutes, 41 seconds left. And low snap. Pickett picks up the block. That's tough to say. And Tustra just has to throw this one away. It's going to be 4th and 3 at the 49-yard line.
He's calling Perstursky, but that's not him.
No, this is Tustra. He said Perstursky the entire time so far this second half.
Logan had some serious speed on his hip, and he got rid of it
Yeah.
just in time. That was a smart play.
Yeah, these D linemen of the Hawks, once they get in the backfield, they're quick. They're on you quick.
Well, unfortunately, Hoffman doesn't give you any weight and height, but 90 has just had
He's
a whale of a game.
Yeah, he's been getting anything he wants.
Yeah.
And now with the injury of Mo Burt, he's gotten back there twice. They're going for it. This one, another low snap. Tustrud finds Berkowitz. Berkowitz gets the first down and more. Tustrud took a hit, I believe. Gren's got something moving on the 4th down pickup on the catch from Berkowitz off the hands of Tustrud.
Starting to find my favorite player so far this year. That's Mickey Milovich. Another pancake block, helps him up, pats the guy in the head. He's playing hard, but he's playing fair.
Yep.
So Tostrud has just a way different release.
Yeah.
It's a little lower, which if you have an open lane, that's great. You just got to watch out for tips. But that was a great pass, great play.
I picked up Pazurski on the sideline here. He was right next to number 69, right in front of him.
Very good.
Tustrud, quick pass to number 10, Martirano. That's a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5, under 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Martirano on the reception to the 35-yard line. Was tackled by
Rogers comes back out into the field for the Grens.
4, 2nd and 6.
I think I saw Jaden Arevia out there. They don't list a position, but I think he was on the offensive line. He was blocking 7 yards downfield, which is great.
Yeah, just got to make sure you stay in that so you don't get that illegal man downfield. 2nd and 5 here. They're going to let Tustra throw. Line
Nice
gets
look off.
taken away. He's going to throw it. Open man caught on the
nicely
sideline.
done.
I believe that's Belmonte, but I'm not 100% on that far sideline.
I believe that is. So Tostrud looks right, looks off the defenders, scrambles left, and we had a comeback throw for a nice chunky yardage. That's a good offensive play.
Pickup of 20 yards, so 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. The Grenz offense is moving a little bit.
2nd down and 10.
They bring back out Martirano. He comes into the
1st down and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Martirano in the slot.
Three wide on our side.
Yep, 3 on his right, 1 on his left. Pickett on his left hip as well. No handoff. He goes to Martirano, swarmed by 3 guys, but he secures the ball. Another job by Milovic, just tapping the guy on
I
the
can't
head.
keep my eye off him now. He's literally destroying these guys. He's always on top. They're on the ground, and he's just like, hey, buddy, let me help you up. What I said coming into half here, I really like what I see, all right? Obviously, Hoffman's up quite a few points, but the Grenz are moving the ball. Everybody's on it. I really think these kids might just be buying into this coaching staff.
Yeah. First about 7 plays was all to Pickett. Now it's all been on the arm of Tostrud. And Tostrud's going to have the ability to throw again. He loses 2 Hawks defenders. He's open. He's got a man in the end zone. Lofts it up. And that's going to be deflected away.
Shoulder.
And one guy looks like, one of the refs looked like he almost grabbed his flag, but Lucas Rogers was on the receiving end.
Yeah, he's on a shoulder. He's going to try to play it out.
Yeah,
I would have liked to seen Tostrud just duck and run, get out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 4, 3 minutes, 17 seconds left to go. This is definitely 4th down territory.
Got a flag on the far side. Did you notice that one?
I noticed someone trying to grab, one of the referees trying to grab a flag from their pocket, but I didn't know if it actually got thrown.
Okay, I mean, it's 2023. Don't they have, like, some sort of deal for that?
Rogers did come to the sideline.
Yeah, he's on his left shoulder there. It was a tough throw. It was, a 50-50 ball, but I think when Tostrud sees the tape, he probably ducks and runs for an extra 3-4 yards there.
And there is a flag on the grunt, so that's going to push him back.
Far side's got to be some sort of hold. Oh, there you go, 5-yarder.
The ball at the 25-yard line.
Might have been Jaden Ariva because he was down a little further the first time.
Yep.
2nd down and 14. Elk Grove needs to get to the 11-yard line for another.
Berkowitz down by us on the near side here by Elk Grove bench.
Handoff to Pickett. Pickett trying to get around defenders, and he's going to be swarmed after the first guy. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 if he even picked up one.
Okay, so the first defender kind of slowed him down. The second one maybe kind of slowed him down. The third one got him to a stop, and the 4th one got him down.
Yeah.
That is a decent no-gain run.
And number 23 now, Nate Govert, who needed to be stretched out on the far sideline. He just limped off the field again, so I'm sure the cramp acting back up on his left ankle or left hamstring. So 3rd and 14. I would still say 4 down territory here. You got to get something unless they try and kick a field goal. Tustrud, offensive line collapses, and he's going to be sacked. Loss of 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 17.
Yeah, I don't know. 4th and 17. That's too far for a field goal. You got to go for it. I would have liked a little run there.
Yeah.
I mean, so, okay, maybe you get 4, maybe you get 6, maybe you get none, but
yeah,
if you do get the 6, it makes 4th down a little better attainable. But
yeah,
I like Logan's Moxie's done kind of a nice job.
yeah, he has. Short passes have helped.
Yeah, He gets rid of the ball
He
quickly.
lost this one up. Berkowitz
Oh,
kind of
Berkowitz
got
got
tripped
held.
up, but he was there. Oh, and it looks like Tustrud may have gotten a hit. Hoffman all over him. Number 18 was on that one, trying to stay on top of Tustrud.
No flag,
got
huh?
pushed off. And
Danny O'Donnell's going to the head referee saying why.
Play being complete pass. Hoffman Estates will take possession.
turnover on downs for the Grens. 1:34 left in this third quarter. 35-0 Hawks of Hoffman Estates.
All right, now, I can't see Hoffman putting the ball in the air whatsoever when they got that double-headed running back.
Yeah.
And although we haven't seen their quarterback do too many draws, but he looks like he's more than capable.
Yeah, the one time that he did run, too, he took it to the house for 51 yards.
Got timeout.
And we got timeout by Elk Grove.
Cutting a timeout called by Elk Grove.
So you said this earlier. Who's next up for Elk Grove?
It was
Wheeling?
Maine West.
Maine West, okay. And that's away? Yeah,
Yep.
it has to be.
Yep.
Elk Grove has had a nice history. Well, for Elk Grove, it's been a nice history against Maine West. Hopefully they can go in there and
Pick up a win.
pick up a win, yeah. Winning solves a lot of issues.
I believe it's Maine West and then Maine East on September 14th. That's a Thursday, so we will not be live. EGTV will not be live that day, but there will be replays on the website and on social media as well.
EGTV, right? Facebook Live, I believe.
Yep, YouTube as well.
Scott, jump in if I've gotten any of this wrong.
And X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't been on my Twitter since, for no other reason is I can't find it. All right, so I'm thinking X is not my generation.
Hand off to Lawson. There was a little bit of a jet sweep, and he's got a lot of room. Lawson's quick, and he's going to be pushed out around the 45. And that is a big play by the Hawks. They changed it up a little bit, and it worked out for a 25-yard carry.
A jet sweep, and he ran like a jet. I mean, 3 defenders thought they had the right angle,
Yeah,
and not one of them did.
And the guy that pushed him out almost had to dive to push him out from behind.
That's when you're running, you're like, uh-oh, I don't have it. I don't have the angle. Man, he's quick.
As Quincy Williams isn't in the backfield anymore, they brought back number 8, DeMarte Nustrud.
I like that move. Williams had a nice game.
Yeah, he did.
Let's get in the house injury-free.
2 touchdowns for him. Almost had 3, but Cleveland took that one by himself. And they hand it off to Nustrud. That's a big gain. He's quick. He gets up about 13 yards before he's taken down. These backs for Hoffman Estates are unreal.
I'm going to guess that Coach Milligan is the offensive line coach. And I will tell you, there have been 5 or 6 occasions where the defensive lineman has just kept on his block. The play's 40 yards away, and he's still blocking. And I love that mentality.
Yeah.
You're my guy, I got you.
Another handoff to Nustrud. And he's going to be taken back. Maybe gets 2 yards.
Nice pile up.
About a 3-yard gain here for the Hawks.
Well, listen, I would say as of today, obviously Hoffman's the better team. But let's not forget, last year, these 2 teams played in the regular season. Elk Grove won.
24-14.
And then the state playoff series, Elk Grove lost. And that was a heartbreaker. So maybe this year we lose the one during the regular season and we meet them again in the playoffs. That would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't think that the IHSA doesn't try those matchups, believe me.
And they try another jet sweep to Lawson. It was a bad snap, but recovered by Cleveland, and Lawson gets all the way to the 10-yard line. Another first down on the jet sweep. And it will be, we have 6.9 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Probably going to get a running clock here in the 4th.
Yep, yeah.
Well, you said it best earlier. The crowd here is huge. They always do the junior high section down on the left. It is packed.
Yeah.
Student section's packed. We actually have people in the ulterior stands. It's a nice turnout. Weather helps, but it's good to see.
It is 1st and goal. Clock is going to expire as they ran that one on the whistle. So we're going into the 4th quarter. Gren's down by 35 into the 4th quarter. Hawks are threatening to score once again at the 1st and goal on the 6th when we come back. After the little break here that these teams are going to get, we will flip sides. So obviously the Grens want to get on the scoreboard, but Tustrud has done a very good job as quarterback since the half started.
He has. And again, you got to realize Hoffman's kind of playing back a little bit, but what I like about Tustrud is he gets rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah.
It's a little low, maybe for his height, but it doesn't matter. If you're getting it out quickly and the defender hasn't even turned yet, it's a nice job.
Absolutely.
I think Prstursky probably has a stronger arm, I would think, because he's threw a couple out patterns to Lucas Rogers early, and, where they could have floated, they didn't. So maybe have a little dynamic duo at quarterback and running back.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for Daryl Hunt to come back.
That's when you can kind of throw a backwards pass to the other guy and then let that guy let it rip for about 25, 30 yards.
Daryl had some really nice runs last year. I'm telling you, he was exciting. It'd be nice to get everybody healthy.
And I'm sure, we'll see a different head coach and everything, but if they bring back Daryl and Daryl Hunt comes back healthy, we may see that like 4 guys in the backfield right around. That was some funky sets there for the Grens, but it worked when they worked well.
Mickey Milovic, a junior. He's been doing a really nice job today.
Yeah, he's been bullying people on the offensive line.
And he's just over there talking to a couple teammates, getting them up. He's talking to Coach Milligan. Coach Milligan, Coach Lee, Coach Carlson, they're all very popular with the students.
Yep. And Matt Lawson will walk into the end zone to make it 41-0. Practically untouched once again.
Yep. We're just seeing the Grens defense just has been worn down here tonight.
Yeah, and for sure, as needed, because this run attack for the Hawks have been one after another.
Yeah,
as soon as the guy goes down there at the line and snapping the ball, there's no breathing once they're on the field.
Well, let's not forget, Hoffman was a state qualifier and won their first game. I don't think they won their second.
Up and good for Correa. He's now 6 for 6 on extra points. It's 42-0.
Just hate to see the goose egg,
Yeah.
God, that'd drive you nuts. So Coach Osei, he left for Kankakee. I think he took the head coaching job down in Kankakee. I think he and his family were going to head out that way and move, and picked up a gig there.
$42-0. 11 minutes, 54 seconds left in the game.
'77 just looks like a lineman. He's got the part.
He's got the head collar too on the back too.
He's got the part. Yeah, I like our offensive line this year. It's a little bit bigger. Get a couple games and a couple weeks of practice. Maybe get these guys on the same. And I'm telling you, if they can bowl a hole for either Pickett or Berkowitz,
yeah, they'll be gone.
This might turn into a running attack team. I was with you. I thought they'd be passing the ball a little bit more this year, but
yeah. Well, and they did last week.
Yeah.
139 yards passing and only 34 rush yards.
Yeah.
That's probably switched here tonight. And this one towards the direction of Jimenez. Jimenez is going to let it bounce. He'll scoop it up and return it. Trying to get it back on the outside. Cuts him, makes a defender miss. And will be taken down from behind at the 20-yard line. That's where the Grens will take it. And you called it. It is a running clock now.
Next down. He's trying to get up.
And he will fall. That will stop the clock here.
I'm saying that is got the air knocked out of him.
Yeah.
Because he had the ball in his belly, and 2 guys landed on top of him.
Yep, from behind as well.
Yeah. Oh, cramp. All right, if I had a way, and I don't, I would tell these high school athletes, listen, especially in warm weather, even in cold weather, hydration starts 24 hours before your event.
Yeah.
And I know they're not doing it. You know, it's your kid. But we've seen a lot of Elk Grove kids cramp up today.
Yeah, absolutely. And this may not even be one of their hotter games.
No. Well, it's supposed to get pretty warm this weekend. I hear you're going to Iowa. Is that the plan?
Yep, going to see the Hawkeyes. First game against Utah State. Hopefully you see Cade McNamara under center. But he's game time decision.
Didn't Utah throttle somebody yesterday?
The Utes, of Utah. They beat Florida. But this
badly,
is,
right?
Yeah, 24-11. This is Utah State Aggies.
Yeah, but I was kind of surprised that the Utes just beat up on Florida.
And on their fourth string quarterback, because Cam Rising torn ACL, he hasn't made it
really?
back yet. Yep. And their second QB, I'm not sure of his name.
Huh.
He was also injured, so they were on their third and fourth string QB.
Yeah.
First play of the game, 77-yard touchdown pass.
Reminds me of the old UCF teams.
I watched them last night at the Golden Knights.
They win?
Yeah, like 56-6.
Folks, if you've never seen a University of Central Florida game, they're usually on a Thursday night, ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
If you catch them on a home game, it's called the Bounce House.
Yeah, it is awesome.
You can't even imagine. It doesn't even give it solace. I mean, I don't know how that stadium stands up.
Space U, too. Last night, they sent them a rocket, like, right behind the field goals. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And their jerseys are always so cool.
Nicholas has got a calf.
Yeah.
That's a cramp only. I'm going to text his dad before this broadcast is over and saying, hydrate.
Yep. The offense goes back out for the Grens. Tustrud will be under center. Pickett on his left. Two receivers do his left, one to his right. And clock is going to be running.
Let's see Pickett bust one here. Just get his yardage up. There he goes.
Hand off to Pickett. He'll be stopped. Maybe he gets 2 yards.
Back carries the ball, maybe the 22 or 3 yard line.
I think where Berkowitz and Pickett are a little bit different is Berkowitz, I think, can shed that first contact a little bit better. I just think he's a bigger kid, but
yeah.
Gain of almost 3, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. 3-yard pickup for Pickett, and he is coming off on the field.
yeah, he's been in and out. They're switching these guys out pretty good.
So newcomer in the backfield, try and get his number for you, as I'm sure he's about to take this snap. And they do hand it off to him. Big hole, and he's going to be bounced right back. Maybe picks up 2 yards, make it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, he made a hole, but the defense just swarmed him. I got to get this kid's number.
Number 20, and that is AJ DeJuma.
He's a senior.
AJ Duma, the ball carrier that time.
Duma is the last name, not DeJuma. Duma.
82, it's 3rd down. Elk Grove needs 6 more.
3rd and 7 is what they're calling it. So pickup of nothing for Duma. He remains in the game.
Got Lucas Rogers here on the near side. Hoffman's really taken him out of his element.
Low snap, Tustrud.
Oh, look out.
Almost got it picked off. It went through the hands of number 14, Leon Rome.
That was dangerous. Hit him in the shoulder pad. Bounced straight in the air.
Yep, 4th and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
I almost punt this one, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're deep. You're on your 23-yard line. I would punt it away. I know you don't want to walk out of here with a 0, but you also don't want to walk out of here 49-0, possibly even more than that.
You don't want to be down at half 100.
And they do go for it.
Yeah,
Offensive
blitz.
line lets a couple guys through. He's going to have to throw it away, and it is going to be a turnover on downs. Hawks will take over on the 23-yard line of the Grens.
Hoffman State will take over at the Elk Grove 24-yard line. Where will be 1st down and 10?
We're under 9 minutes in this one.
I like a punt there. Just
Yeah.
a little less of a defeat on the series, but we'll see.
Defense has got to come up big now.
Interesting to see what Hoffman does here. Throttle on, throttle off.
42-0 sounds a lot better than 49-0. So hopefully they come up big
Yes,
for these players.
Absolutely. Hoffman's been impressive. Nice running attack.
Yeah.
And that defender, 90, I mean, he's something to behold. Bad snap again.
Yep, new quarterback in for the Hawks. He's going to be taken down by his running back. I didn't see the number, but the new quarterback is Austin Lesniak. And number 26 on, number 28, my apologies, Landon Ford took down his own quarterback. And it's going to be a loss of 4, so 2nd and 14.
Yeah, the center's going to have to clean that up. He's had just a little bit of a shaky game. And
yeah.
Boy, that shotgun center, that's a big deal. There's some serious turnovers happen there. I'm surprised Elk Grove hasn't gotten one yet.
Yeah. Another high snap. This one's on the ground. Able to scoop it up. Number 12
Nice
is going to be taking this one down. There is a flag on this near sideline. So we will see number 12, Lesniak.
There wasn't a player within 30 yards of where this flag was thrown.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this guy saw.
So I don't know what he's seeing with 7 minutes to go in a 42-0 game.
Holding is the call.
Yeah, okay. I think I kind of let that one go, sir.
Yep, and they're declining it. So 3rd and 23.
Third down for the Hawks. They're at the Elk Grove 37-yard line. They need to get to the 14-yard line. That would be 3rd and 23.
Quick math by me over here. I beat everyone else. Short week for these guys, though, as no school on Monday. And that's a big, almost got to the backfield for the Grens. Number 71.
Good game
Jacob
tackle.
Knabb almost got there on the handoff, but yet pickup of about 10. So it's going to be 4th and 13. But yeah, no school on Monday, and they play on Friday, so they lose a day of practice.
Yep.
Sean Holcomb, tackle for the Grenadiers. Ethan Otano.
Under 6 minutes, 42-0. Hawks leave the offense on the field. Could be a big stop here by the Grens. Lesniak, another high snap, hands it off. He's got blockers. There's another flag, and he's going to take this one to the end zone. Number 28, Landon Ford. That one possibly could come back, though. We'll see. Flag is thrown. It may be a holding. We'll see, though, for sure.
Couple Grens went from the hit
Yeah.
instead of the wrap and the twist and the tackle.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like to see that. I'd rather have you go after a waist or knees or legs.
Yeah.
And if he gets through, that's one thing. But just to hit a guy on a shoulder, I ain't going to do it.
Flag was picked up here, and they're walking back like it was on Hoffman.
Penalties have saved Elk Grove here.
Yep, wipe the score off the scoreboard.
Penalties against Hoffman Estates, holding penalty.
And it is another holding.
Will bring the ball back.
Jonathan Cisneros gets in.
So we're going to have the ball at the
Offensive
40-yard
lineman.
line. Again, it's 4th down. Hoffman Estates need to get.
Landon Ford, he's a sophomore, so you can add him to the running back explosiveness of this running back room.
It's the running back you.
Yeah, absolutely. As he's taken down now after a pickup of 2, turnover on downs. Grens ball at the 44-yard line, or 39-yard line, my apologies.
Elk Grove gets to the 50, I take a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tostard has the deep arm, but be nice to get some points on.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I bet Landon Ford's going up to that guy and saying, you took away my first high school touchdown.
Right.
There. Varsity touchdown. I'm sure he had a couple at JV.
Yeah, probably. Tostard's going to be under center again.
Yep. Under 5 minutes to go. And we got a timeout.
Ryan Sipra's in, number 4.
Go.
So Ryan's coming off an ACL. They've been a little hesitant to get him back in. I believe he's a junior.
Yes.
Good family, good kid. All right, that's what I want now. If I'm calling it, I want Ryan Cipra over the middle, gone. Looks like they got Ryan Tanner in too as a wideout.
Getting these juniors, younger classmen. Well, juniors are still upperclassmen, but the younger guys a little looks.
God love a coach to use his whole team, man. I'll tell you, it used to frustrate the living daylights out of me. You pick somebody, you better find them in the field. You should never pick somebody just to be a practice dummy or a, you know what I mean? Like it's high school.
We're ready to go. 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and we will be on the play with the clock. Tustrud hands this one off to Pickett. Or that's not Pickett. That is Duma, and he got a yard. 2nd and 9.
No game. Ball remains at the 39-yard line. Duma was tackled by Mark Gallagher of Hoffman Estates.
And they're going to say no game by Duma. So 2nd and 10.
Got some new faces on a defensive line for Hoffman. I like to see that too. Get some kids some playing time. These kids are getting up at 5 in the morning just like everybody else, right?
Pass out to the outside, and he just falls on it. Don't know if it was, I think it was an incomplete pass. It looked like number.
Pass is incomplete, so we're going to have 3rd down.
Intended for number 18. That's Dylan Fries. Right, it was a completed pass, and they're marking him down for a gain of 1. 3rd and 9. Or 2nd and 9.
Francis Romano, 66. He came off. He's a big kid, looks athletic. He's a junior.
Handoff to Duma. Duma trying to run up the middle, spins and gets an extra 3 or 4 yards. It's going to make it 3rd and 5.
Nice spin move.
Yeah.
How gross finishing their blocks. That's got to be a team thing because now some of the guys that are in now, they're doing the same thing. I love that. Play to the whistle.
Under 3 minutes.
Duma carried the ball. Picked up 4.
It is 4th and 5, so scoreboard was a little late on the last play, so 4th
I'd like
and
to
5.
see a first down here just to keep these guys on the field.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, back up over there. There you go.
Yep, he just got told on the far side.
He's about 7 yards downfield.
Low snap. Tustrud takes a
Oh,
shot.
he's open.
And he got him.
It's in
Hopefully
bounds.
his feet were in. That's
They
number
were.
5, Ryan Tanner. That was close.
Yeah, it was. I was watching that second foot. That heel was just inside. That was right in front of us.
28 yards. Tustrud to Tanner. 1st and 10 for the Grens at the 32-yard line. See if they could get on the scoreboard before these 2 minutes expire and take a score into the momentum to next week.
Hoffman essentially just playing a zone.
Yep. Garbage time yards here, but they still count. Tustrud hands it off to Duma, and that is going to be tackle for a loss. Number 85 was the first one there. Got to flip the sheet for Hoffman Estates. Gavin Palazzolo.
Logan's almost got it. I don't know. He's maybe not the starter, but you got to almost see that coming and just bury the ball.
Yeah.
You know, a little spin move, throw it in the ground. I mean, those guys were, well, they met at the quarterback's hand.
Yeah, they were there. They were there right when they got there. Tustrud was like, "You take this. I don't want to get hit."
Yeah, right. Here you go.
2nd and 14, under a minute to go. Let Tustrud take a couple shots here, might as well. And they will, and he avoids one.
Escape.
Trying to get to the outside. Someone
Nice
comes
play.
back, and he will receive it. It's only going to be a gain of 6 yards or 8 yards, so 2nd or 3rd and 4 it should be. Get up there. Great job by Tustra to avoid the sack by Jaquan Fields.
Danny can take his timeout. I don't mind that as a coach that's down 42.
Yeah.
You need a timeout, take it.
Just get something set up, try and go for the end zone.
Yep. Get off the field. Oh, no, he's just getting into his spot.
That one rolled to Tustrud. Rolls out, throws the ball into the end zone.
Yes,
Touchdown,
yes.
Grenz. And there is a flag on the play. I think it's going to be defensive pass interference, but the place goes crazy on the touchdown pass from Tustrud.
This could be interesting. I think the defender was trying to make a play on a ball. I literally think this could go either way. I'm with you. I'm erring on the side of it's going to be against.
And they are calling it touchdown.
Okay.
I can't see the number, but it looks like a single digit. Number 4, Ryan Sapera, I believe, was on the receiving end.
Is that Ryan Sipra? God, that'd be great. Tanner had a nice catch. Sipra, these guys are, they're juniors. They got a couple guys to leapfrog. That's a great finish to the game.
Yeah.
Boy, I wish we knew who that was. I'm going to just say it was either 4 or 5.
I think it was Sipra.
That's great. Yep.
Ryan Tanner was the name that the guy.
Okay, so that was number 5.
So number 5.
Sipra's wide out now, going for 2.
Yep. Tustra Duma in the backfield. 2 on his right, 2 on his left. Throws it down the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. And the clock did not start.
So, yeah, we're going to have 2.2 left, but so Logan has got a really nice arm.
Yeah, he does.
He throws up like it's on a line. We might have some fun this year by the time this is said and done.
Well, 2.2 seconds while we got the time.
Tanner's got the football in hand. I don't think he's letting that one go. It's got to be his first varsity touchdown, right? There you go.
And there is the final horn, 42-6. John, what are your final thoughts on first home game for the Grens?
Well, a great finish, obviously, for the Grens, It's important to get off that goose egg. I like the coaching staff. I know a lot of people don't turn us on to watch a coaching staff, but when you get a new coaching staff, it seems like a nice dynamic. The kids came out and answered the bell in the second half. I think there's good things to come in this program, and I still think there's good things to come by the end of this year.
Absolutely. We thank everyone for joining us tonight. Final score 42-6. Thank you everyone for EGTV for being here and helping us out. Well, setting everything up so we can do this. He's John Walls. I'm Chris Randall. I'll see you this upcoming Thursday for girls volleyball. We'll see you then. Have a good night. Have a good Labor Day.